Yo guys, it is Scrappy here, and today I found a Janemba friend finally, and I'm going to be showcasing the new Jeice. So if you don't know already, he's a free-to-play card, just like Goku Jr. and all of them. So his stats right here are pretty good, and his leader is kind of relevant, 2 key, 30% to strength types. Now his super attack, it raises the attack of all allies by 20% for 1 turn. And that's all allies, not just extreme. So you can use him on like a hybrid team if you need to. Or a Ginyu team, which also makes him good. And I have him as 10 additional for the extra chance of getting 20% attack. And 5 dodge because his defense isn't too great. Now his ability system is kind of weird. You get 13 and 10 for these. And you only get 15 total for additional crit and dodge, which is a little odd. But he's going to be good because of his passive, which gives 2 key and 20% attack to all extreme types. So before, I was using this Metal Rildo because he linked up well. And now I'll actually have a proper support unit. So I'm going to be taking on Boss Rush 5. Shouldn't need to use any items, but they're going to be there just in case. And I've used this team before, it's nothing new, just seeing how Jeice works. Oh yeah, also about his passive, I forgot. He shows you when the enemy's gonna super attack, so you can put Janemba there, and he'll take the damage. But that's the really good part about him on this team. So we can see right here, Goku is not supering this turn because there are no red circles. And Jeice isn't really going to link with anybody. His passive is pretty much all he's supplying. So this will probably take about 25 minutes. Now, I unfortunately missed the Ginyu this morning because I wasn't awake to farm it. So I'll be doing that on the weekend. And once I get LR Ginyu and Goku's body, I'll showcase that team. Okay, so difficulties for this fight. Maybe... Actually, this team shouldn't really have any problems. There aren't too many AGL stages. There's this Vegeta, Omega has one. And I believe Vegito has one. Frieza has one as well, but that's his first form, so it's not too difficult. The only annoying part is probably going to be Omega locking my characters, and with Metal Rildo that wasn't really a problem because he linked well. So Jeice might ruin the links a little bit here and there if he gets locked in the wrong rotation. And I'm going to be avoiding getting the Dokkan attack because you don't really need the healing. So my rotations are usually Frieza and Janemba and Rose with Broly. I keep Broly in rotation just because he's really good at tanking, and Rose gives him a ton of defense, and they actually have Super Saiyan together. Now, it's probably not the best idea to keep Frieza in the first slot here, but I like to keep Omega and Janemba together for fierce battle, and they give each other a lot of ki. And when Omega is on the turn, as most of you probably know, he lowers attack by 30% of the enemy. So Frieza won't take a ton of damage anyway. Plus he's 100%. So he has a lot of defense. And if you guys haven't farmed this Jeice, you really should, because he's extremely good on the strength team for the Extreme Z Awakening of Gohan. You put him on there with LR Frieza. For one, he'll show you where they're gonna super, so you can actually tank it with a Namek Saga category character. And two, he's good with Frieza because he'll give him that extra key you need on that team, because you don't have enough time to actually put your rotations together. So if you have him and Jeice combined, it can be really strong. And not to mention, Jeice will take less damage just because he's also a Namek Saga category character. Now, when Ginyu as Goku comes out, that team will work a lot better than what you're going to be seeing from these guys now, because they don't really link well with anybody except themselves, and they all have 25% attack for the Ginyu Force. So when all of them are linked up, they're going to be giving each other leave 2 ki for like signature pose, I think is the link is called, and Ginyu Force gets 25% attack. Now, some of them, like Birder, has shocking speed. So, if you have Birder on like an extreme AGL team, he can be pretty good, especially since he can dodge attacks if he's in the first slot. So he can link with Super 17 and LR androids. I think Omega has... Yeah, does Omega have shocking speed? I'm not sure if the AGL Omega has shocking speed, but if he does, he can link with him. Now, in my live stream earlier, I was getting a few questions as to how many orbs it takes to 100% one. And if you guys want to know that, you can go to the Dokkan wiki and search up the cards, and it'll tell you exactly what you need to awaken them, what stage they come on, they're dropped, what the boss drops, and what bosses you can fight. It gives you all relevant information about that card that you need to know. Now, the important thing to note here is that I'm not getting Metamorphosis with this Jeice like I would with Metal Rildo. That is the trade-off. I'm not getting Metamorphosis, Big Bad Bosses, or Fear and Faith. But I am getting a key supporter and attack support. So when I have him on rotation with LR Frieza and Janemba, I'm going to be getting less healing, but as a result of his passive, I might be getting more damage mitigation, because least I know where to put my units. Now, I'll probably get a Dokkan next turn. And assuming this Sin doesn't die, I'll kill him. Yeah, so with Omega on the rotation, even there, Frieza's not taking much damage. So it doesn't really matter a lot that I'm not blocking with Janemba. And a lot of the damage that I'm taking is made up with Metamorphosis. Okay, so this should at least do over 1 million, I believe. And it'll probably heal me to full. If it crits, he's dead, but otherwise I think he's gonna live. And Rose and Janemba will probably finish him off. Yeah, so here's the tricky part with Omega freezing my characters. And there it is, showing that Jeice is in the first slot and he's getting supered, which is not good. I want to give him a super because I don't want to ruin the strength orbs. I'll give Frieza an ultra. And thankfully I have a lot of health on this team. So the super, even though he's going to take a lot of damage, and he can dodge it, he can. Even though I'm taking a lot of damage, it won't matter as much as my health regenerates. Because I have a lot of health and a lot of defense on the team. And I believe Frieza's ultra also lowers their attack. Yeah, so the rotations are getting all messed up here. Now the physical stage with Omega will be much easier, as obviously I have type advantage. I don't have to worry a whole lot about getting supered. Oh, Broly getting additional. Broly does stack his attack for 3 turns, so that additional does help. Yeah, unfortunately, he locked Jeice in the middle, so I can't get Janemba and Frieza together. Now, since Janemba already has guard, I'm just gonna put Frieza in the front to block the super. And my key next turn is gonna be... Actually, it's not gonna be too bad, because I'll have Omega and Janemba together, so they'll give each other 4 key. And there's the additional. So he's gonna give Janemba a pretty decent attack boost here. I really wish his passive would give defense as well. But it's better than nothing for a free-to-play unit, at the very least. Doesn't look like Broly's gonna get a super. Okay, so really can get an additional here and finish him off. Otherwise, he'll just die next turn. Looks like Rose. Yeah, Rose at the beginning here. Oh, he locks me in. So, no supers, that's good. I'm gonna get a lot of health back here with Frieza. I have 21,000 there. So if Frieza was going to attack there, you would have seen his super attack. The damage probably would have been around 1.5 million, which it usually doesn't get that high, but thanks to Jeice, it can go much further than it was able to before. Especially since I don't have the hit as my support unit. This is technically the first extreme strength support unit that I have gotten, because key manipulators are technically key support, but they're really not. It's not as reliable as just a unit giving somebody 3 key. Now if you're a nuker unit and key manipulation, it can be pretty good. But it all depends on your team. And I definitely need to get some health back here. Looks like this team is struggling more for health. Might just be because I got a bad rotation with Omega and where he locked my units. Now that RNG can kind of kill the run. He's supering at the end there. So I'm actually gonna keep Jeice here. It's a very interesting spot that I'm put in here, because my units definitely won't kill him this turn. So trying to minimize my damage with the low amount of health I have. Yeah, and Jeice is, like I said, not very defensive. This is why I gave him the 5 dodge. So I should live here, but I'm gonna take almost fatal damage. Oh, Janemba with the dodge. Very nice, very nice. Alright, he should die from this. And I definitely don't need to heal, because Broly's just gonna tank it all. Might even finish him right here. Nice, nice. Alright, looks like I might have to heal this turn. No super. I don't think I can get away with not healing here, unfortunately. So, one Sensu Bean isn't bad. If you get luckier, you can... Wait, what? Guess I missed the super? Good thing I healed them. Where? Oh yeah, it was hidden behind all those attacks. Just wasn't looking at it. But you can get away with not using anti-items if you're a little more lucky. With 1 Omega, 2 orbs, maybe you get more strength orbs, get more healing, and get a better Dokkan attack than I got. wasn't very... I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't too impactful. I think just the fact that Frieza got supered so much just kept whittling my health down. That probably contributed a lot to my lack of health. So it depends on if he supers Janemba or Frieza. If he supers Broly, it's fine. If it's after Broly attacked, then he has a ton more defense. Alright, so I'm gonna get the Dokkan in the next fight against Frieza. Don't think it's gonna be the next stage, so hopefully I can wipe that out. If I can't, it's gonna be the AGL stage, so it's fine. Using Dokkan attack against a height disadvantage is not bad. You know, it helps get through the phase. Alright, this time there's definitely no super. Now, I will keep these here, just in case I don't finish them off and I can get an Ultra Attack with Frieza next turn. Which doesn't look like I'm going to. Yeah, no crits. So I'm gonna lose some health here, but the Dokkan should refill it all. So this should be no problem here. Okay, that can happen sometimes. If you're on an emulator, it can be a little tricky to hit the spots with a mouse. But I don't usually miss 4 of them. That is pretty rare. Alright, and there's the crit. Just to make sure he's dead, and now I'm definitely gonna be full health. Ooh. Hacking all to start. It's a little annoying because Broly doesn't get his defense boost at the start of the turn, but if he doesn't super, he didn't, Broly can still tank. He does have an S rank in the potential system, so he gets a massive boost from orbs. Alright, I think this might kill him. Yeah, okay. So now it's the 2 int phases. This Frieza can hit really, really hard, so you're gonna have to be careful. Okay, thank God he is not a supering in the last spot. Try to get Frieza's Ultra here, which I think I will. Nope. And Jeice's super doesn't really matter. It's unfortunate, he's gonna take a lot of damage, but I'm willing to take that for the rotation. Rotations are probably the most important part of fighting, and if you don't keep them, damage is gonna go down, survivability is gonna go down. He's not even taking that much damage. Oh, there's the first dodge he's given me. Frieza lowered his attack, so it didn't make a big difference that I took the damage there. I would put Broly in the middle to better defend. Like I said, rotation. Rose links well with Janemba. I want the extra damage, the extra ki. So, and if you're below 80% health, big bad bosses attacking defense. I always try them out whenever I can. Always want to make sure your units are linked as best as they can be. Now, here's a situation where I will keep a Janemba in the first slot, because that is a lot of attacks. Fortunately, I ruined my key there, but I'm definitely willing to tank all of that. Now, here's a situation where he's probably going to super in the middle. And because I actually switched my units, it actually turned out bad. Which it did not, so that's good. So the only thing that mattered there was that I lowered my damage output. He didn't even super, so that's fine. And he's supering in the middle. So I'll put Broly there. He's gonna get a massive defense increase once he attacks. And he'll be able to tank... kind of. Frieza lowers... I think the Frieza lowers defense. Well, we'll see here. I believe he lowers defense. Oh, he's almost dead, huh? So, depending on how much he steals. Yes, he does lower defense. If he didn't lower defense, I would have taken no damage there from the normal attacks. And there's Jeice actually finishing off one of the fights. Alright, so the Super Vegito stage here is kind of a joke. As long as you have Fierce Battle, it's really easy. If you don't have Fierce Battle, you can still do damage. I believe if you lower his defense, then he does take more damage. And he does not have a percentage damage mitigation. It is a big defense barrier like Broly. Might be a combination of the two, but I believe he does have a good amount of defense that you can lower. Now, of course, if you have a unit with Fierce Battle, then you're just gonna deal like normal damage. It's not even gonna be a Dokkan event. It's just like a story mode boss. And obviously he has more health, and he does more damage. He takes a lot of damage. And since I'm strength here, he's just gonna melt away like nothing. Alright, and no super here. Yeah, the additional might not be as good as I thought, because he's usually in the last rotation, and his super isn't really being utilized, like the damage buff from it. So it might be a good idea to just give him 15 dodge. He's not going to be hitting hard. Yeah, so there's the massive defense from Broly. And I think he triggered big bad bosses with that super. Oh yeah. Now Rose and Janemba doing a lot more damage here. Now here's where it gets easy, okay? Frieza doesn't have Fierce Battle, obviously, but he still does damage. And because I got Omega on this turn, he's just gonna die. You don't see that kind of damage on a Dokkan event very often. Well, this is a lot of orbs. If you had like an LR Broly there, instead of OG Broly, you would have just melted him away. Well, this is probably gonna hit for close to 2 million here. Maybe even more. Oh my god. Over 3 million. Yeah, this event is definitely one of the easier Dokkan events. Over 3 million again. Well, there's the boss rush. So ended with almost full health. Did have to use one Senzu Bean, but overall, I mean, one Senzu Bean is nothing. You know, you just buy it in the shop for like 25k any. There's a showcase. I will be using the other units as they come out during the week. And I will be rambling them on stream. Now, it looks like this was slower than with Rildo. So maybe he's not as good as Rildo in terms of damage, but the utility to know when somebody's going to be supering could be nice. Either way, that'll be it for me. I'll see you guys later. Peace.